morning. I'd like to call the meeting to order. Thank you to those of joining us in the audience and on the Depew YouTube channel. I would like to welcome our new superintendent, Mrs. Katie Smith, and our returning board members, Mr. Patrick Law, Mr. Bartholomew McGloin, and Mr. John Spencer. If you are able, please stand and join me in the recital of Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. At this time, we'll take a roll call of trustees. Trustee Duty. Here. Trustee Hawthorne Greer. Here. Trustee LaMarca.
Here.
Trustee Law.
Here.
Trustee McGloin.
Here.
Trustee Orden.
Here.
Trustee Spencer.
Present.
All here, 0 excused, 0 absent. May I have a motion to approve the agenda?
So moved. Second.
Second?
Second.
Questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carried. Swearing in of elected board members. Mr. Patrick Law, I'd ask that you please stand. Raise your right hand and repeat after me. Oh, okay. I do solemnly swear
I solemnly swear
or affirm
or affirm
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of New York,
and the Constitution of the State of New York,
and that I will faithfully discharge the duties
and that I will faithfully discharge the duties
of trustee
of trustee
according to the best of my ability.
according to the best of my ability.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yes. Mr. Bartholomew McGloin, please stand and raise your right hand and repeat after me. I do solemnly swear
I do solemnly swear
or affirm
or affirm
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of New York,
and the Constitution of the State of New York,
and that I will faithfully discharge
and I will faithfully discharge
the duties of trustee
the duties of trustee
according to the best of my ability.
according to the best of my ability.
Congratulations, Mr. Glenn. Mr. John Spencer, please stand. Raise your right hand and repeat after me.
John's first time. Yeah.
Raise your right hand. I do solemnly swear
I solemnly swear or affirm
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of New York,
and the Constitution of the State of New York,
and that I will faithfully discharge the duties
and faithfully discharge the duties
of the office of trustee
of the office of trustee
according to the best of my ability.
according to the best of my ability.
Congratulations, Mr. Spencer.
Thank you.
Gentlemen, if you could please complete the oath cards and return them to me. Thank you. May I have a motion to approve the following student representatives to the board for 2025-26 student representative, Elisa Overton, alternate representative, Kendra Chalewski, in accordance with board policy.
So moved. Second.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carried. Now we have the appointment of officers. I will ask Ms. Katie Smith, superintendent, to please stand. Raise your right hand and repeat after me as I give you your oath. I do solemnly swear or affirm that I will support the Constitution of the United States
That I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of New York,
and the Constitution of the State of New York,
and that I will faithfully discharge
and that I will faithfully discharge
the duties of the office of superintendent
the duties of the office of superintendent
according to the best of my ability.
according to the best of my ability.
Congratulations and welcome.
Thank you. May I please have a motion to appoint Mrs. Jessica Neishel as district clerk with a stipend of $7,350?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carried. Mrs. Jessica Neishel, if you would please stand. Raise your right hand and repeat after me. I do solemnly swear
I do solemnly swear
or affirm that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of New York,
and the Constitution of the State of New York,
and that I will faithfully discharge the duties
and that I will faithfully discharge the duties
of the office of District Clerk
of the office of District Clerk
according to the best of my ability.
according to the best of my ability.
Congratulations.
Thank you. May I have a motion to appoint the remaining officers?
So moved. Second.
Who so moved? I'm sorry.
That's fine.
Second? All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carried. At this time, we will do the election of board officers. I would like to open the floor for nominations for president.
I nominate Bart McCoy.
Trustee Law nominates Bart McGloin.
I believe his full name is Bartholomew.
No, I don't like that guy.
Anyone else? Trustee McGloin, do you accept this nomination?
I do.
May I have a motion to elect Bartholomew McGloin as president?
So moved. Second.
I'm sorry, who
Gordon,
seconded?
second.
Gordon. All in favor?
Aye.
Any questions? Motion carried. Mr. McGloin, please raise your right hand and repeat after me.
Toss.
Want the cheat sheet again? I do solemnly swear
I do solemnly swear
or affirm
or affirm
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of New York,
and the Constitution of the State of New York.
and that I will faithfully discharge the duties
I will faithfully discharge the duties
of the office of President
of the office of President
of the Board of Education.
of the Board of Education.
Congratulations, President McGloin. You may now open the floor for nominations of Vice President. The meeting now will be turned over to President McGloin. I would ask that Mrs. Smith and President McGloin switch spots, please.
So at this time, I would like to open the floor for nomination for the Vice President. I nominate Patrick Law.
President McGloin nominates Patrick Law.
I'll second. John seconds.
Trustee, do you accept this nomination?
Yes.
May I have a motion to elect Pat Law as Vice President?
So moved. Second.
I'm sorry, who seconded?
Gordon.
Okay. Mr. Law, please raise your right hand and repeat after me. I do solemnly swear or affirm
I do solemnly swear or affirm
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of New York,
and the Constitution of the State of New York,
and that I will faithfully discharge the duties
and I will faithfully discharge the duties
of the office of Vice President
of the office of Vice President
of the Board of Education
of the Board of Education
according to the best of my ability.
according to the best of my ability.
Congratulations.
So you just prepare for school.
Alrighty, moving on. At this time, I will ask for volunteer appointments for the following Erie County Associated School Board appointments. Delegate for the ECACB Delegate Assembly.
I'll do that one. Okay, unless somebody else wants it.
No, I'll be your alternate though.
Representative to the Budget and Finance Team.
I could do that if nobody wants it. I'll be your alternate.
Representative to the Legislative Team, I will take that one. Delegate to the NYSBA Annual Business Meeting. I will take that one as well. And then we just need a alternate for the voting delegate to the NYSBA Annual Business Meeting.
I can be your alternate.
Thank you. Now may I have a motion to approve the consent agenda items in the reorg meeting?
So moved. Second, I'll do second.
Questions?
Burden and Long.
Questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carried. Public forum, items on the agenda. This is the time in the board meeting agenda when district residents may address the Board of Education with their concerns. Each resident has up to 3 minutes to address the board. A total of 15 minutes will be allowed for each public forum. The public forum is for items that are on the agenda.
Actually, I think we need to adjourn.
No, not yet.
Oh, I see.
So at this time, we do have a presentation. I would like to welcome Kevin Bird to speak about the district-wide safety plan.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Kevin Bird from Erie One BOCES. We provide health, safety, and risk management services to the district. I'm going to talk today about the district-level safety plan, a little bit about your building-level safety plans, as we are opening a 30-day public comment period on the district plan. This morning, I realize you have a robust agenda, so I will move as expeditiously as possible. The district level plan, your building level plan are a result of the SAVE legislation that was passed in the year 2000, subsequent to Columbine, that required school districts to take a number of steps to ensure school safety. They're listed there, and I know the board members have these presentations, and I thank Ms. Deichel for providing those. You can review those if needed. But you can see on the bullet points there, you have to develop a district-wide as well as a building-level emergency response plan. You have to establish district-wide and building emergency response safety teams. The district needs to coordinate with local law enforcement, develop and implement policies and procedures for annual school safety training for all staff and students. And in 2016, legislation was added that required annual violence prevention and mental health training for all staff. The district-wide plan that we're looking at today is a public document, okay? It is on the district website. Anyone can look at it. Anyone can read it. It contains the information in those bullet points. How is the district going to contact law enforcement, parents, people in a parental relation if there is an emergency? How are we going to utilize our SRO? What are their duties and responsibilities? What are our appropriate responses if there is an emergency? How are we going to respond to acts of violence, either implied or direct, by students to others or themselves? We are required to provide that information. Because it's a public document, it's somewhat vanilla. It contains important information, but it doesn't contain a lot of the nuts and bolts of what we're going to do in an emergency. We don't want that information public because we don't want that information out there if someone is considering doing us harm. That information, though, does exist in your building level plan. Those plans are confidential, not subject to disclosure under Article 6 of the Public Officers Law. They must contain a number of things, again, listed on those bullet points. How are we going to create and maintain an emergency response team with a clear chain of command? Who's on that response team? What are their cell phone numbers? What's their contact information? What's the cell phone number of our school resource officer? How are we going to evacuate our students, our staff, in the event of an emergency that requires evacuation? And where are they going to go? Those locations are confidential. We provide floor plans to our first responders with things like utility shutoffs, important information that is not readily accessible to the public. And then there's a plan for an annual review of plans as well as how we're going to conduct our drills. Know that these plans exist. You may not see them, but they do exist. Your principals spend a significant amount of time on these over the summer. We have meetings scheduled already to discuss these. So know that they do exist and your principals do work on them, and we'll submit them to the State Education Department via a secure portal by fall of 2025. There were some additions to this plan. They've added these year by year. In 21-22, as a result of COVID, districts were required to add a public health emergency continuation of operations plan. That is, how are we going to conduct business if we should have a public health emergency or something that requires our district to close for an extended period of time. In 23-24, districts were required to add an emergency remote instruction plan in case we have another situation such as a public health emergency. You can also utilize it if there's going to be an extended period of a weather emergency. If you're going to be closed for a number of days due to weather, you can activate your emergency remote instruction plan. Again, these are looked at annually. Not much in them changes, but they are reviewed. Last year, 2024, you may recall there was concerns nationwide about unintended trauma or harm to students that may result from drills that are not communicated as being drills, okay? We don't want to simulate emergency situations if we don't have to. So in 2024, districts were required to conduct drills and training in a trauma-informed, developmentally and age-appropriate manner. We're not allowed to use props or actors or anything to mimic an incident of violence. And we have to inform our students and staff that when we conduct a drill, that it is in fact a drill, all right? Also require districts to reference bus drivers and monitors for inclusion in the district-wide safety team, and we have that here at Depew. Information on behavioral and threat assessment teams have to be included in the district-level plan. You do utilize the threat assessment team, and that is in the district-level safety plan, and it required districts to establish procedures regarding notifications of parents regarding drills. So every time there's a drill, we have to let our parents know that we're having one. The principals did a fine job of that this past year. You may get a lot of texts or those remind notices, but that enables parents to have a conversation with their children, with their students, if they wish. And additional things related to the building plan, expanded floor plans and maps, and again, no props, actors, and trauma-informed drills at the building level. We do have some changes this year, and I guess they're somewhat significant, because for a long time we've utilized the same emergency response language. We've utilized it for a number of years. Evacuate, shelter in place, lockdown and lockout. They've changed those terms. They're changing those for the upcoming year. They've expanded them a little bit. So we still have evacuate and evacuation. The definition of that is obvious. Shelter or shelter in place will now deal with keeping students inside of the building when there's things like a weather emergency. And we're going to, if we have a tornado warning, severe weather, we're going to shelter. Okay? When we want to restrict movement inside the building due to a medical emergency, a situation that we're dealing with in a certain section of the building, a bomb threat, etc., we're utilizing the term hold or hold in place now. Lockdown still exists, same definition, and the term lockout is changing to secure lockout. I believe the thinking that is, lockout and lockdown were similar. I think this may help alleviate any confusion. It's now secure lockout. Again, that's utilized when we're holding students inside the building. We're not letting anyone in or out. If there's a situation somewhere off campus, gas station at the corner got held up, we're going to keep everyone inside. That's where we're going to utilize secure lockout. That is the new emergency response term chart or table provided by the New York State Education Department. That will replace any written items that you may have currently in district. You also have a copy of that. That's been provided to administration. Principals should have that. So we'll begin to roll that out over the summer and have that in place for everyone beginning September 1. Okay? Any questions? All right. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Kevin. May I please have a motion to adjourn the reorg meeting?
So moved. Second.
May I have a motion to start the regular board meeting?
So moved.
Second.
Questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carried. May I have a motion? Oh, okay. May I have a motion to approve the consent agenda?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carried. Now, may I have a motion to approve the first reading of District Policy 7316, use of internet-enabled devices during the school day?
So moved.
Second?
Second.
Questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carried. Public forum. This is the time of the board meeting agenda when district residents may address the Board of Education with their concerns. Each resident has up to 3 minutes to address the board. A total of 15 minutes will be allowed for each public forum. This public forum is for items that are on the agenda. Okay, and now superintendent's report from Mrs. Katie Smith.
Morning, everybody, on this bright, cheerful Tuesday morning. It has been a fantastic welcome into the Depew community. Thank you to all of our administrators, Board of Education, students, staff, families, an amazing, amazing welcome. Across the past few months, I've had the opportunity to attend a variety of events across our campuses, between the Cayuga Heights concert and dedication ceremony through Depew Discovery Night, where I am just in awe still of the number of administrators, staff, families, students leading stations in center. Of course, the successful budget vote with the 4 propositions. The music banquet was an incredible opportunity to celebrate all of our students and all of the amazing things that they're involved in within fine arts. The Senior Athletic Awards was phenomenal as well, hearing about all of the accomplishments about our senior athletes and where their paths are taking them. The AOF interview and elevator pitches, we have outstanding kids who are going to be heading into the community very soon with fabulous ideas. Graduation was amazing, so thank you to our administrative team, to all of the staff that's involved in that, the board. What a phenomenal, phenomenal ceremony. And then yesterday, sending off Mary Ellen, and I believe it's 28 kids, 44 people in total, off to France to experience what is a trip of a lifetime, and I will live vicariously through them. Our staff having the opportunity, and thank you to, again, our administrative team for being so welcoming at end of the year luncheons and breakfasts and faculty meetings and over at transportation in between runs. It's clear that the people who live and serve in this community love and are committed to this community, and I couldn't be more thrilled to be welcomed to it. My one-on-ones are in full swing, so thank you to everyone for making lots of time for me as I get to know you and the community, and those will continue as now I officially am in the role. Heading into July, I have opportunities scheduled with different community leaders throughout Depew. We're gearing up to start Wildcats. Cayuga will be a busy campus, the high school will be a busy campus, as well as some summer school and credit recovery programming. And then our summer planning will begin and continue as we get ready to really launch into a fabulous 25-26 school year. So again, from the bottom of my heart, thank you for the warm welcome, and I'm thrilled to be working with everybody.
Comments from the board?
Welcome.
No offense.
I just want to say welcome.
Thank you.
Hopefully you enjoy yourself here and make yourself at home.
Thank you.
And also thank you to everyone that's here today. Thank you to all the new employees in the district as well.
Thanks, Jeff. So on today's agenda, we did appoint several new employees. So welcome Shannon Orden and Jennifer Jowsey. Welcome Rachel Harrington. Welcome Haley Pond. Welcome Nathaniel Johnson. Our new social worker, Erin. I don't want to say her last name because I'm sure I'll butcher it. And then welcome to our new assistant principal, Jamie Rowe. Last thing, point of interest, our next board meeting is August 19th. And then finally, please have a motion to adjourn the meeting.
So moved.
Second.
Questions? All in favor? Motion carried. Meeting is